he said one of the hardest things in recruiting now is that parents choose the adversity that their kids want to face. And so back in the day, if you came out the door of your building in Harlem, you had to face whoever on the court, whoever they brought out there, whatever league you had to go into. You didn't choose it. He says now what happens is you have so many parents who will basically put their kid on the AAU team and they choose the adversity and choose the league and decorate the videos. And so he says by the time that they get to college, you don't realize that the kid hasn't went through the ringer of sorts, right? And so that's why I asked you and Mase. And I don't know if I asked y'all this or if I thought about asking y'all this, but I was asking you, like, how would you deal with that? Or like, I guess, what's your thoughts on that? I guess if I'm just asking an impromptu question.
Yeah, listen, that's a great question because I wish I saved this Instagram post I seen. It was like something where there's like, your grandfather had to walk to school, and then your father drove a Nissan to school, and then you're going to drive a Range Rover, and your kid's going to drive a Lamborghini, and his kid's going to drive a Civic, and his kid's going to be broke. Because hard times make hard people as well. Like when you sit there, and that's a great question, because when you sit there and say, let's just use my upbringing, for example. I grew up in Harlem, or anywhere in the New York City. Let's just take this for example. If you're from a project in New York City, right? It's not the average. The only other place I've seen like this is Chicago, where it's 25 or more floors in the project, right? So you sit there and you live in this apartment, and it's 7 or 8 or 9 other apartments on that floor. Then you times that by 30. Then you times that by 10, because it's 10 buildings in your projects. So now imagine all the personalities you have to deal with, whether you want to deal with them or not deal with them. You have to see these people every day just to go home. So when you're talking about adversity, it's not just about sports or anything. It's about, yo, I want to find a better way to get out this shit because I hate this nigga. Like, here's a question to jump off topic. Somebody said, Cam, would you rather have the money and problems or no money and be cool with everybody? And I said, where I'm from, give me the money and the problems, because growing up, it's niggas you ain't gonna like anyway, and you ain't even gonna know why you don't like them.